And welcome back, guys, to another episode of Starlight Vega. In the last part, we touched a stone and we released a demon lady. And now we're trying to, I guess, figure out what we're going to do. Though, we're not completely trusting her yet. But anyway, the book looks like it's at least... Oh, wait, sorry, this is Melody. The book looks like it's at least several centuries old, and there's large changes in handwriting throughout. She flips the middle of the book. These parts are disturbing. The handwriting is scratchy and crackled, and the pages have illustrations of scabbed flesh masses. She then flips again to the end, which is in English. Was my grandfather the one who trapped you, Lyra? Or Lyria, sorry. Could be, if he was a powerful enough sorcerer. Grandpa? A sorcerer? Honestly, with all the other crazy things going on, this doesn't seem so far-fetched. Lyria, do you know this language? The words are... shifting? Lyria reaches her hand towards the page. Ah! Stupid book! Ow, ow, ow! What was that? It was the same light as last night. Humph. A lifestone means a shared bond. If one of us feel pains, the other will too. Master, I found you!
Oh wait, I'm gonna voice him like this. Looking at him now, he totally deserves a voice like this.
A blur of yellow zips in through the window, flying straight at Lyria. It's a yellow unicorn rat? About time you got here.
It looked for you for so long, ages, decades. I thought you were dead, but then I felt your life force.
I got trapped in a stone.
Sure?
Another demon?
My name is Sid, and I'm a wyvern.
Yeah, and a useless one. You really couldn't find me for 50 years? You've got some nerve showing up in front of me.
Master, no!
She snaps at him with a lightning whip. When I move away, the self-proclaimed wyvern attaches to my back. Ugh!
Master, this human, it has your life stone.
Don't tell me what I already know, you insolent little... no whipping!
You've got some nerve, human, claiming her life stone like that. Sorry, Master.
Haha! Everyone turns to look over at Melody, who's still peering over the book. She's either oblivious to the current situation, or more motivated than ever to find something. I've found what looks to be the stone's spell, or at least it has a picture drawn here. Sure enough, it's in the section with the creepy handwriting. Lyria, is this a language you know? She peers over to read the book from halfway across the room.
Don't be such a baby, Master.
What is this? The words are distorting when I look at them.
Powerful magic for sure. It looks to have no effect on the humans.
That seems awfully convenient. You got something to say, bug girl?
Girl, Master, how can you tell these humans apart? And they don't even have horns. They're just so freaky looking.
What? You guys are from the demon realm. How can you say we're the freaky looking ones?
What makes us demons anyway? You humans are just as bad. Poverty, hunger, and wars fought amongst yourselves, eradicating anyone who doesn't fit in with your world. We used to live in peace with you until you drove us out. Yes,
I'm sorry, I need to take it aside here. I was not expecting this thing to have long-winded sentences, so I'm very glad I gave it this voice, and I apologize if you're not okay with it.
Yes, the Catholic Church sought to turn unholiness into a stigma. More and more, the overreactive imaginations of humans turn supernatural beings into dark ones, teaching their children terrifying legends and falsehoods, until the last of us were driven out.
I have no idea what any of you are talking about. Stop boring me with your drivel. Lyria grabs my arm, pressing into me. Let's quit with all this book nonsense. So boring.
Master, should you really be consorting with the humans like this? I don't think she would approve.
You've got some nerve. Who are you guys talking about? No one, Arya. Let's get out of this stuffy room. We're clearly not getting anywhere with this reading nonsense. That's not fair. I'm doing the best I can. Girls, it's time for breakfast.
Whoa, Master, the glamour you have. This human under is pretty sorry looking. If you want, I can cook up a way better spell.
That reminds me, you can't seriously keep manipulating my mom like that. You also need to start treating Melody better if I'm going to be stuck with you. Stuck with me? Arya, I'm hurt. Wait, so her elf ears, she can like droop them down. That's interesting. I mean, I know it's like a random fact to really be pointing out, but I've always thought of elves having very stagnant ears. They're human-like, right? We can manipulate ears. Like I said, I can wiggle my ears a little bit, but yeah, I just the thought of like droopy little elf ears of sadness. You're just like, oh. I think now that I think about it, I've watched a couple of anime that has that type of trope, but yeah, no, I've never really thought of them as like semi-cat-like or dog-like in a sense. I would never do anything to hurt you. Hurt her. After all, Arya's mother is my mother at this point in the relationship. I want you to take the glamour off. What? She passed out flat at the sight of me before. At least with this, she's cooperative. No way. Until we figure out what we're going to do with you guys, you can't be using magic on people like that. I don't know if I can explain this to my mom, or anyone really, but we can't keep her like this, right? I really don't think it's wise. Won't you reconsider, Arya? Here in this world, you can't boss people around whenever you feel like it. It's unethical.
Yeah, unethical.
Wait, why is Sid agreeing with Melody? I will follow Arya's wishes and release the glamour. She mutters something in a weird language and snaps her fingers. I hope this works.
Oh?
Oh, there goes Mom. Oh dear.
She fainted.
See? This was the best course of action. I tried to be civil at first, of course.
Yeah, right.
Arya, she will simply see me as a guest of this house, nothing more. It's less harmful than falling on the floor. I'm going to have to lay down some serious ground rules for our guests later. You know, in all fairness, they seem to be taking this incredibly well. I mean, that's the weirdness of it, right? Is you always sort of end up just sort of accepting like weird circumstances. Yeah, like I guess some people would just run in terror, but you know, your life force is connected to this demon, so you know what? Let's not call them demons because that's not technically what they are. They're just another species that Earth used to have before they were pushed into the realm of Vega, I believe. Yeah, all right. We spent all day researching in the study. Melody is still engrossed with the book, and the usually chatty demon girl is resting on the windowsill quietly. This is going slower than I'd hoped. We haven't found anything useful at all. Yeah, there really wasn't much in the study. Well, nothing in languages we could actually read. Well, I don't want to give up just yet, though. If we could just translate the book.
I could help you.
Huh? You would?
Yes, I can't look at the text directly, but you can write what it says elsewhere, and I do my best to translate.
Thank you, Sid. That would be so helpful.
Thank you. Helpful? No one's ever said that to me. Being familiar of an idiot is so hard.
Oh, yeah, I'm tired. Weird, since I spent about 50 years sleeping in a stone. See you later, Arya. Wait, where are you going?
To my room.
No, just mix them together, yeah. Whoopsie. To my room. Your room? Are you talking about the study? You're staying here? Why? Did you want me to sleep with you? No. Alright then, good night. As if moving to this rickety old house wasn't enough, I'm stuck for an indeterminate amount of time with a demon girl that wants to jump me. Okay. Oh, is that a transition? I was wondering what that was. So, you found it. Yes, with some minor setbacks. I'd hardly call 50 years a minor setback. At the very least, we seem to have found a suitable vessel. I've grown tired of dealing with you. You'll bring the vessel to me at once. It's proving to be a little more complicated than expected. Please understand, these things take time. You've had plenty of time, 50 precious years, wasted by your incompetence and failure. I haven't failed. Please, all I need is one more chance. Rest assured, everything is in place. See that it is. This will be your final warning. Oh, ominous. Oh boy. Too many. See, the weird thing is this being a Yuri visual novel, there's probably going to be, like, no dudes in this. So, you're getting a bunch of me making my sorry attempt at trying to sound girly, but also me. My apologies. I'm not sure what to make of the dream last night. Even though I can't remember what it was about, it felt disturbingly real. Oh, you're up early. I was just about to wake you, but you beat me to it. Hey, Mom, was Grandpa ever into anything weird? What? You know, stuff you couldn't explain. Anything bizarre, weird, out of this world? Why would you ask that? Because there's a crazy red-headed demon girl living in the study? Your grandpa, when your grandmother died, he got a little unhinged. He never talked about Grandma. That's because I don't remember much about her. She disappeared when I was a young girl. Wait, disappeared? Yes. They never found her body. After that, I was sent to live elsewhere, away from your grandfather. Well, no need to worry about this stuff, Arya. We'll make this into a lovely home soon enough. Weird. Mom seems to be avoiding the question. Then again, she's never really talked about Grandpa much before either. Speaking of which, young lady, you and Melody have school today. You're really sending me to school? Well, I promised Melody's mother she wouldn't miss any school when she stayed over. Plus, I thought you would want to stay here with the electricity off. And with Lyria. You're right, I'll go. That's a good girl. Go wake up Melody and try to make up some breakfast. We're going to have a long ride if you want to drive to school. School? Bah! I jump back from Lyria, who's barely 3 inches away. They don't have school in Vega? No. What is it? It's a place that you go during the day to learn, though it feels kind of like a prison sometimes. A prison of learning? How ingenious! It's not actually a prison. Why didn't I think of that? On Vega, we are usually tutored privately if your family can afford such a thing. Most youths receive education from their parents if they have them. Throwing them all into a prison of knowledge would be an excellent idea. She looks dead serious. What kind of weird place is she from? Then it dawns on me. This is the first thing she said about Vega. What's Vega like? What do you mean? You know, economy, society. It is difficult to explain. It's not entirely different from here, but the rules that govern you are a lot different. And caste is different. Okay, that's big. Should I try asking her a more direct question? Oh wow, okay. Never, just be like, I ain't fucking interested. Did you have anything you wanted to know? Your weird mind control abilities. I don't know if I really should bring up that, because I mean she could theoretically do it to us, but even then I think because we are connected to her through a life stone, we ourselves can't be manipulated, but she could manipulate Melody, maybe Sid? I don't know. I mean, he's a wyvern, so that's a little bit different. You know what? Let's change the subject. Let's change the subject onto her. Like maybe she wants to know something about here or humans. I was surprised how you get by with absolutely no magic. You seem to be using primitive candles and everything. We usually have something that turns on the lights, but we haven't been able to yet. Wait, I know! What do humans do for courtship? What, like, dating? Yeah, that's right, dating. Oh, well, spend time together? Is that all? Well, to be honest, I'm not super experienced with it. Oh, that somehow makes me a little excited. What? Why? But that's surprisingly simple. Why? What do demons do? Well... Wait, never mind. I was going to say we do something similar, upper class anyway. Lower class have no patience for that kind of thing. Their lack of willpower just makes them take what they want. Honestly, I might be able to understand how they feel. Is she blushing? Do I even want to know what's going on in her head? I've been thinking, until I gain my powers back, I should live here with you. I don't know a whole lot about the human realm. I'd like somewhere to stay. Well, it's not like that you can go far, and I'd feel really bad if you slept outside. Wonderful! I'm so happy to be attached to such a thoughtful human. I dodge her grasp. But you really don't need to worry about me like that. Right. So, what happens at this school today? I kind of have to go every day. What? Why?
Oh, sure, school? A useless place for institutionalized conformity.
You sure seem to know a lot about our world.
That's right. I have to fend for myself out there. You humans are so cold.
Good morning, Arya. And... Laria. Oh dear. I think our best friend is, she's like, wait a minute. What's going on here? You ready for school this early? Something smells great. I'm almost finished cooking. Laria helped me. She did? She's so sensible. I'm really glad. Our guest is here. Ugh. Yeah, she's totally manipulating the shit out of her mom. Alright. But we'll sit down for this lovely family breakfast. This now extended family breakfast next time. So take care, guys. Stay frosty, and I'll see you tomorrow.